get this way. There we are. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. Today is what? May 31st. And we're going to be doing a Let's Talk Japan series where I'll have 5 minutes to talk with you about a couple questions my son will ask. So here we are, live for 5 minutes. All right. What's your question today, William?
What do you usually do in Odawara?
Oh, that's a good question. So Odawara is a city in Kanagawa, Japan, and it's near where we live. So we like to travel there and go sightseeing. The one thing about Odawara that we like to do, and I like to do, is go visit the castle. The castle is actually older than Osaka, though the castle grounds is much smaller than Osaka Castle. It still has a lot of history, and it's one of the main reasons I travel around Odawara, and I do some tours and some sightseeing there. Some other things I like to do when I'm in Odawara is go to the beach and go to the fish market. They have a fishing port, and though it is a very active place in the morning, it's not as active as you would think in the afternoon. But they do have some really good fish in there, and they have some really nice restaurants as well. Um, some things that I like to do with my family is, of course, go to the local city mall and enjoy some of the activities that are there. So, yeah, Odawara is one of those traditional cities. It is improving its infrastructure and improving how inbound tourism is used. Recently, it's just been a hub because there's a Shinkansen there, and it's also they have the Odakyu line and the JR line, and those get you to Hakone. So either foreigners or guests come through Odawara, they just use it as a transfer hub between Hakone and either Tokyo or Hiroshima or Kyoto due to the Shinkansen. And very few people stick around and visit the castle, but those that do are learning that the local uh, tourism industry is improving themselves. Of course, price and cost here in Japan are not as stable as we would like. Of course, in different parts of the world, it's more expensive, and Japan is cheaper. But that is not to say the same for those who are living in Japan. It's actually, those prices are actually devastating, especially food, and of course, going out to restaurants that aren't, set price like Caesarea. You have that big whole small sizing issue. A lot of local restaurants are trying to do away with small sizing and come back to actually large portions food, to more bang for your money. But about Odawara, there's a little history in Odawara. One I'm going to talk about is the Hilton Hotel. I actually played Santa Claus. I volunteered to be Santa Claus before the pandemic. And after the pandemic, I just stopped doing it cold turkey. I like playing Santa Claus. The Odawara does have the Hilton Hotel. It also has the Prince Hotel. And let's see. The roads in this area aren't as bad as some traditional cities. The roads are actually quite well maintained. There's a lot of new infrastructure coming around, and some of them are good, and some of them, are questionable. I personally feel that when the city had the opportunity to bring in a Costco, they should have, but instead they put up a pachinko parlor. Basically, a pachinko parlor is like a casino, but yeah, it just doesn't work very well for me. I mean, for those who like pachinko parlors, it's a win. But for those who like the nostalgia of Costco and getting a nice big butterball turkey and trying all the nice samples, I have to go all the way to Zama in order to do that, or Yokohama Costco's. But I haven't been there in a while, and I miss going to Costco's a little bit. And I think the city could have improved by adding Costco's to their repertoire And if we can make some better improvements for that city, it would probably help out the locals as well. They can also probably do a little bit better in the ways of how land development and infrastructure is used for not just locals, but also for children. There's not enough entertainment value, either even at night or in the daytime, for high school and college aged children, adult children, of course. But even for children my son's age and my daughter's age, there's very limited information that I'm given to see activities that we could do as either a family set or just as individuals. Club sports or activities in a while. There's a lot of good. There's a couple of arenas. There's the semi-pro and pro teams, such as our soccer team. There's nice tennis courts, but like any big city, it needs to be improved on. And I'll stop there because I've reached my 5-minute mark. And I just want to say thanks for watching. And if you guys have a question you'd like me to answer, I'll answer your questions. See you later. Bye. And good job, everybody.